My name's Mark Luxon, and yeah, I'm from Christchurch. I was born here in 1963 and I've lived here all my life. Because my vision's very light sensitive. So you put me out in sunlight and I can't see a lot because my eye condition's to do with my retinas, and the retinas in both eyes are badly damaged. And of course, if I get too much light hitting the back of my eyes, it's like overexposing a film. Yeah, when things get too far away, yes, it is kind of blurry, and in general terms, it's like a great lack of definition. I can only just see basic things. I can't make out a lot of detail. So I can sometimes pick up movement. When I was first diagnosed with my condition, they didn't pick it up until I started primary school. And I was enrolled at my local primary school and I wasn't learning or achieving, so the school ran various tests and they determined, well, there's something wrong with my sight. So the next step was I was sent to an eye specialist, and sure enough, yep, they found something. Right, so just slide that in. Well, my condition was a genetic condition which I inherited. I'm the oldest of three boys, and I'm the only one that got the condition because it's actually a recessive condition, and if I just had inherited a gene from my mother or my father, I would have had the gene to pass on to another generation, but I wouldn't have got blind.
Patched: The History of Gangs in New Zealand by Jared Gilbert. Opening announcement. This book was published in 2013 by Auckland University Press. Auckland. Copyright Jared Gilbert.
Just a laughter for the health, and then I go up on the scene. My friend be joining around the lift, gonna burn until the steam. And the neighbors crying, I guess, more than the bubbles in my beer. Sometimes there's no good to stroll, there are no self-control. I'm overjoyed, the moon makes on it full. Alright. When I answer from the police, with his hassle from the brew house, they made the gas and the feast, cause we're in the house of the blues. Not the same, and the flowers and the justice, they come back just for telling rules. Here inside there's no seed to grow, here there's nothing but rock and roll. A bumble joint.
I was going to say, he has to have read that.
I need 2 hands.
Give me, you have to for what he does as a profession.
Not that he doesn't deal with the public much now. He's got sales staff to actually do that. He just buys the cars and grooms them out back.
How come he grooms? He doesn't mind grooming?
No, he doesn't mind. That's what it's sort of funny. I carry around in my head a mental map, or a three-dimensional image of what Christchurch used to look like. I remember Christchurch quite well, the way it was, and yeah, I can just picture streets and streetscapes in Christchurch in my mind that are no longer there. When I was younger, my colour perception was pretty good. So yeah, I know what red is, orange is, yellow is, green is, blue is, black is, white is. Nowadays, I am, what's left of my sight my colour perception has also deteriorated quite a bit. But yes, I do. When I dream, for instance, I dream in colour, and I also dream with better sight than I've got in reality. So I'm probably seeing, in my dreams, I'm seeing the world through the eyes that I had maybe 10, 20 years ago. So it's still partial sight, but yeah, it's clearer than the real world. My brother and I have some private business interests, property interests. We're basically we're landlords, and I attend the auctions with my brother since he's spending half the money we spend at the auctions is mine. So I accompany him to those. Yeah, we're very close. We've been a close-knit family. His main business at present is selling used cars. When I was younger, my eyesight was a lot better, and I've always grown up in a family where cars were important. My father loved big American cars. When I was young, he had a big old 1960 Pontiac, with sort of flattened tail fins and chrome stars down the the rear fenders, and back in the late 90s, my brother and I were thinking about going over to the US and buying an old car and driving from coast to coast, and doing the big road trip in a big fat old Chev or something, but we never got round to it. No. Let's go up there. We'll eat those first. One of these I'll keep in the fridge. That's not going to fit yet. It will be. Oh, somebody wants one. Hello? Oh, hi Helena, how are you? This is a closed circuit TV reader, or CCTV. If you want to read a bank statement or any document, and it's pretty obvious what this does. As you can see, the size of the print is hugely magnified. This is a bank statement, and of course I can see a date there. That's the 21st of the 1st 15, and that's how big I need to get the numbers to read what you can probably see at a glance. Got this thing, waiting for it to load up its speech. It takes a wee while. That's one of the things that they taught all of us blind and vision impaired kids at primary school was how to type, and that was back in the days of manual typewriters.
Microsoft and my document. Enter. Leaving menus.
Blind people probably use their hearing differently. I don't think we've got magical hearing powers. We don't have bionic ears or anything like that to compensate. I think it's what we place a greater reliance on the hearing that we've got, and we probably listen differently. I'm probably just a little bit more aware of things that I do smell, do hear, do touch. I think it's more of an awareness thing. You train yourself to be more aware of your surroundings. So you can hear what's sneaking up on you or what could be a potential hazard coming at you. These braille watches are supplied through the Blind Foundation, and they work. There's a catch on there so you can raise the glass. 12, 3, 6 and 9 have double dots. 1, 2, well actually I think it's 2 dots. And of course the single dot in between the 4 points. You've got a short hand and a long hand, and I can feel the time. Some CDs only have one title on them, some can have, like the last one, that had 6 titles on it. Though when I was during my high school years, I used to go skiing. I was a member of the Christchurch Ski Club, and I used to go to their ski school once a year for a week. Yeah, it was pretty dangerous thinking about it. But you don't think of that when you're a teenager.
Yes, up and over. But still hating myself. Been things you did a lot the next one. He said, hey Johnny, I'm told you're the best